Guys, we are making a lot of Collin Sexton news because what is going on with Collin Sexton? Let's be honest, okay? Because for me, when I look at Collin Sexton right here, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But let's get right into today's video. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Collin Sexton, according to Zach Lowe and Chris Fedor, Collin Sexton wanted something north of $20 million annually coming into the offseason. Chris Fedor says that he was told he wanted an annual contract that started with a 2, not a 1, and he sees himself as a starting 2 guard in the NBA. And we've all talked about this. This guy's a 6 man. Maybe he is a starter. But for me, I look at Collin Sexton, and am I a fan? Yeah, I like him. I would like him as... I view Collin Sexton and Tyler Hero kind of in the same spot. And... yeah, it sucks that Collin Sexton has... at this point, I think he's just going to sign the qualifying offer, play on a 1-year deal, and re-enter free agency next year. Now, one thing is that if the Cavs do bring Collin Sexton back, adding Sexton would put the team 1 over the 15-man roster limit, which means the Cavs would have to move on from one guy. And... I think it's interesting to see. If you look at the Cavaliers roster, who would that be? And I really hope it wouldn't be Lamar Stevens. But it's interesting to see how this is all going to go down. Because, yeah, the only guy I can see is Lamar Stevens because he has no money guaranteed. Nor does Dean Wade, but I think they like Dean Wade more. But they could cut Dean Wade because his deal expires after this year. But I really think it'd be Lamar Stevens, sadly. And... I don't know if it's worth it, man. Collin Sexton. At this point, why don't the Lakers? Why don't the Portland Trailblazers? I know they don't have money. Neither of those teams have money, but in theory, I would rather have those teams go get Collin Sexton at this point than Collin Sexton return to the Cavaliers. I just feel like we're at a point with it's just going to be it's not going to be awkward because everyone there is an adult, and knows how to, again, be an adult. But I do think it's interesting as all hell when you look at this situation and you try to understand what is even going on here with Collin Sexton? Is he even going to return? I just find the whole thing just incredibly weird. Because is this really this big? Is he that shocked? But I've also heard reports from fans saying that Collin Sexton's cool with the money, but this is all a ploy by Clutch Sports to try and get him more money, which he doesn't necessarily care for. And if that's true, that's just messed up. Let him just go back to the Cavaliers. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he thought he's worth more than he actually is. And it's just... again, it's a very weird situation because of the fact that we really don't know what's going on. And the weird part about all of this is the fact that Collin Sexton and the Cavaliers seemed like they wanted to reach terms, but the Cavaliers also went out and got themselves Raul Neto and Ricky Rubio. Okay, they brought back the guy from last year who kind of made Collin Sexton expendable. And then they brought in Raul Neto so that because as you guys know, our man Ricky Rubio is still recovering from that injury. I just feel like it's just ironic that they just kind of did that. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts if you guys are the same page with me. I even don't know what's going on because... the Cavaliers made the moves they were fine with replacing him, but it's interesting to see this whole situation continue to play out because I really don't know what's going to happen anymore. It's just almost weird in the sense that this is a team that I truly believe the Cavaliers have made the moves to move on from him. So I'm surprised that they haven't attempted to sign and trade him. They haven't talked with another team and be like, hey, let's do a sign and trade. You're telling me you wouldn't take Kendrick Nunn and maybe some second round picks for Collin Sexton? Someone's going to tell me that's a terrible trade. And, you know, in retrospect, it probably really is. But in my head, it's not that bad. And there's definitely like worse trades that they could do. But I'll admit, this whole Collin Sexton like dilemma is just weird. And it's just gotten more and more weird as more and more time has passed. Because what are they even doing? What are they even doing? And that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. What's going on right here? Because I don't know. And I thought Collin Sexton would have been signed by now. But maybe I'm just an idiot and I just don't know basketball. But again, I'm just a guy in my bedroom. So go check out my NBA channel. Go check out my NFL channel. Both are in the links in the description. NBA shows live Monday through Friday, 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. And the NFL channel, I'll post a new video today, I believe. We post like every 3 days a video. We cover every single NFL team.